To jest Radio Szczecin. Radio Szczecin.
Okay, so let's begin. It's Radiostatik on Radio Szczecin. Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello. Blah, 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 blah.
So guys, really great concert. I love this mix of soul and hip-hop with the orchestra. It always sounds marvelous, and it did again. So thanks for that. How did you like, our audience and our Philharmonic?
It was a privilege to play here. You got a beautiful Philharmonic hall in Szczecin, and people here, I got the very, very good and professional people working with me. And that was a very beautiful adventure. It was a little bit, intense. And now that we are already done, it turns out that we always come out of any struggle with our heads up, and everything is like finally a success. So I'm very happy that all this complicated concert to organize is a success, and that we finally made it happen.
So you guys come from different places, right? But musically also you are inspired by different things. It seems like you did a lot of hip-hop, soul, gospel or jazz. Does it really help you to create music together? Does it make it difficult or maybe easier?
It makes it interesting, and actually it makes it beautiful. And because it opens you up, it allows you to be a part of something that you normally wouldn't be a part of. Like, I'm not a hip hop artist, but because Raashan is here, you know what I'm saying? He opens that boundary up, you know what I'm saying? And he allows me to be a part of that, Same thing with my good friend here, he opens up that genre, he opens it up, and it's a beautiful thing. It's not complicated at all, like it's actually beautiful.
All right, so with you it seems like it's about finding common grounds for all you guys with your music, with all your backgrounds, and or your influences, I guess, also. If we are talking about your influences, are there any common grounds here? Like, people in music that you all love and admire?
For sure, there are some, we share some influences, that's for sure. We come from different backgrounds, but all of us just can appreciate some good music, and we do share, influences, and that's like, we don't have enough time to tell them all, but for me, the influence for this project, the strongest influences are for sure J Dilla on the simple side, and on the hip hop side, Russ Elevado, who I worked with and recorded in New York, for sure. On the jazz side, Terence Blanchard, he is my strong influence. I had also an opportunity to work with him and tour with him and record with him. He's also going to be on our next album coming up from New York. And for all the fans that are already waiting, because I get some emails, already. Some people already bought the record because they want it so bad, and that's really nice. That's really happening like the first time to me in my life. So this record is like being awaited, and that's a really good sign. But I'm gonna take my time anyway, because to all of you guys, it is coming out. It is finished now. It is now just a matter of releasing it. But the baby is like, ready to see the world by now. The record has been mastered in Boston and Berkeley, so we got it done at this point.
Okay, guys, you're really silent now. And I was wondering, we are talking about common grounds, like finding maybe the language in music. And what do you know about Polish language? Do you know anything? I heard during the concert that you know something.
I know three words. So I know dziękuję. I know ni dzięki. I know dzieć. I know dzik, which is my favorite thing to eat when I'm here in Poland. Dzik, yeah, it's bomb, dude. Yeah, so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I like I said, when I come here, I pick up some words and then lose them pretty quickly, unfortunately. But I would like to know more.
What do you want to know?
Can you say how do you say like the bear needs to go to outer space?
What?
The bear needs to go to outer space.
The bear like the animal.
Yeah, needs to go to outer space. What? What's so funny?
Is it like a metaphor?
think it's laughing because it's a ridiculous sentence.
It is.
It is ridiculous.
There's no metaphor. It doesn't mean anything.
It's like, miś chce lecieć w kosmos.
Well, cosmos is a Polish word?
Yes, but it's not from Polish.
There's no Polish word for space?
Przestrzeń, wszechświat. There are other words, but cosmos is like most popular.
One of the most popular?
Yeah.
Mish, okay.
Okay.
Miś in cosmos.
Yeah.
Miś w kosmosie.
Okay.
Miś w kosmosie.
Mish Kosmosa.
Miś kosmos.
Miś w kosmosie.
Mish Kosmosa.
All right.
Now I know new Polish
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a beautiful language. I remember when I came here and I love culture. I love culture. So when I came here and I just heard this different language, it just really made me interested in how they actually speak it. So I actually love the language. I just love the way you guys communicate. I think it's so dope. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
History is so dope too.
And yeah.
Crazy
Exactly.
here. Like, yeah, I was I've done a couple tours through Poland. I've been to like a bunch of small cities and like hearing it's really crazy how I don't want to say new it seems here, but like my friends who are Polish, the music and their connection to a past that seems far away from me is still pretty close. Yeah. It seems like. Does that make sense? Yeah. And in some in that, it's funny to me. I seeing like the art and the culture, how it was during the war, like the underground, like literal underground spaces where people were going and like making music and making art. Like, I don't know if you've been to some of these places, man. Like, I think it was in Krakow I went to, these places where you go down in the actual, like literally underground, and you can go from club to club, and the artist during the war would go down there and like vibrate, like kind of like juke joints, like how we had like in the African American South. Okay. But where people would get together where the government would be like not for it, and they get together and make beautiful art and culture, and it's just so beautiful, and that really touches me as an artist, to see that in the movie history of the cinema here and the music. I've really been kind of going, it's really cool. I love this country.
Michał started saying something about your record, that it's ready, that we should wait for it this year, and I wanted to hear a little more about it because from what we heard during the concert, you have really different songs planned. On one hand, we have a song like Sunset, which is incredible, but it's, a kind of soulful song mixed with a little bit of rock. And then we have songs like 12, which is really jazzy hip-hop. Yeah, I love this kind of hip-hop. So what's on the album, what kind of music?
It's everything that you just got finished saying. And it's just, I guess the word I'm looking for is eclectic. Okay. It just touches everything, from rock, classical, jazz, R&B, a little bit of gospel. It's all mixed in together. And so I think we have something for everyone, I think that's what this project is about. Everyone should be satisfied, hopefully. That's the goal, that everyone is satisfied. We're excited about it. We're very excited about what this project, when this project is released, and we look forward to it. But it has a lot of elements in the music.
So maybe a question to you. I listened to one of your interviews where you said something about music that you love, that it should really move your heart and soul and your body. And then I read that your journey with, let's call it like that, with hip hop actually started from dancing. Yes, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, it did. I actually started out as a dancer. Before I started doing music, I actually went to a dance audition. I drove like really far with my friends, and it turned out that they wanted rappers instead of dancers. And so we drove so far, we just decided, okay, I'll rap and you rap too. And so that was how I became started rapping too. So, but yeah, I love all the levels of hip hop, and one of them is dancing and, MCing and graffiti writing and breakdancing, that whole thing. So I really involve myself in all the elements. So it's really beautiful to reach this level where I'm pushing my culture forward and collaborating with, different genres of music and different styles in different countries. Really beautiful.
And we already know what you are doing with Radiostatik, but what do you do besides that? Your individual work.
Individual careers and work. At the moment, I am working with Jennifer Lopez. I've been working with her for a year now, and it's been a huge learning experience to see someone on that level work in the entertainment industry and have longevity in the entertainment industry. So it's been a blessing to learn from her. So that's kind of currently what I've been doing. Hopefully this year I can kind of get back to acting. I'm an actor, and I love movies and TV series and things like that. So I hope that this year I can kind of get back into acting, because that's like my second love. Music is my first, but acting is a very, very, very close second. So I look forward to that. And also, and raise my family. I'm very proud of my family. I have a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful children, with one on the way, and that is a huge project in my life right now that I pay close attention to. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm working on right now.
Right now I'm working on finishing my album. That's what I'm doing. I'm finishing my album that should be coming out this year. I've been traveling a bunch. I've been traveling with this French DJ named Wax Taylor, doing another project with a French singer named Karen Ann, and collaborating with musicians from around the world, which is one of my biggest passions. So that's been taking up most of my time, is just finishing this record, where I'm literally going to Senegal and Austria and in Australia, and just traveling and making music with musicians and trying to show how the world is more alike than different, and pushing that through music. So that's it.
You also worked with people from Poland, right?
Yes, I do work with people from Poland. Big up to Nightmark's Electric Trio. I actually did a bunch of tours with that crew. We did some stuff in Poland, and then they were so dope. I actually brought them to France. We did a tour in Kazakhstan. We did a show in Kazakhstan together. And just some amazing people and outstanding musicians. That was actually one of the ways I got to see Poland. Those guys really showed love and took me to a lot of different spots, introduced me to a bunch of people, music, culture, art. One of the reasons I fell in love with this country is because of my friends from here, and a whole bunch of crew from Poznan as well, who actually brought me here, and who's my friend Philip's mom made me a huge Polish meal, and I'm vegetarian and I don't eat any meat. So that was the first time I actually ate meat. And because it was like his mom made a big dinner. Like I wasn't going to say no. And so that was the first time actually eating a lot of meat and Polish food, which was actually pretty bomb. Pretty good too. So yeah.
It's our tradition on this show that we also ask our guests to choose some songs to our playlist. Yes, so I would like to know what songs or what artists would you add to our show so listeners of Radio Szczecin can listen to them.
I'm going to go with Phony People, Why I Love the Moon. I've just been really listening to this song a whole lot. It's a band from New York, and they're amazing and really beautiful. I've been listening to a lot of Dwele. Any Dwele music and album is excellent. The last J. Cole record I love as far as hip hop go, and Madlib, and there's a new Black Star record coming, I heard too. Mos Def, Talib Kweli, they're releasing a new record this year with Madlib producing, so I'm super stoked about that. Johnny Cash, a lot of Johnny Cash I've been listening to, mostly his last album produced by Rick Rubin. Really love that album. Yeah, it just kind of doesn't stop. Chronics on some reggae. I love the new Chronics and the new Damian Marley album. I love reggae music too, and the new Damian Marley album is really, really great. Yeah, it can keep Karen Ann. Oh yeah, Karen Ann, Not Going Anywhere. This song is this beautiful, and it touches my soul, and it really makes me just sentimental and fall in love with love and life. And Nightmark's Electric Trio. Big up to those dudes, and listen to them. It's like, wow, they're my friends, but also they're just great musicians and a great band.
They were our guests.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's what's up. Peace to them. What up, y'all? It's me, Raashan. Ooh, ooh.
Let's see. I listen to a lot of Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars. Like, I just think he's really, really in tune with what people want to hear. Love Bruno Mars. I listen to a lot of gospel music also. There's this artist named Travis Green. He's really, really, really good. And another artist, her name is Tasha Cobbs. Really, 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 they touch your heart. You know, I'm into music that just pierces your heart. It gets directly to your emotion. It makes you feel happy or sad, or, you know, I'm really into that. I mean, my wife actually is a great artist. She's on SoundCloud. Her name is Adriana the Art. I also have another friend who was just on The Voice. This is an independent artist. Her name is Keisha Renee, and she's a country artist, and she's absolutely great. So, you know, it just kind of depends on the time of day. Sometimes, you know, I listen to jazz. Sometimes I get in a car and I don't want to hear a lot of noise, so I'll put on some classical music. I love Mozart. I'll put on Mozart and I will listen to it. I'll just drive in the car for like a whole hour, or if whatever, how long it takes me to get to my destination. But I love classical music too, you know, so it just kind of depends.
It seems like we could talk about music on and on and on.
Really quick. Yeah.
So let me just pick some things from all these artists that you just mentioned, and we will play it on our show. And I am sure that the people from here, from Szczecin, will love it because they also really love soul and hip-hop music, good soul music, yeah. I guess that's it. So thanks for visiting Radio Szczecin. So that was Radiostatik. Thank you, bye.
Dziękuję.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been an honor and a pleasure just to be a part of this and the people of Szczecin. Yeah.
Radio Szczecin.